that in the second half, somewhere along the line, they could get better field position.
1st and 10 from the 20 as we begin the second half. Myers again in motion, and the handoff is back to Herschel Walker. Walker gets out to about the 28, stopped by Andre Collins after a gain of 8.
That's the thing with Herschel. You know, he takes those little steps, so he always has balance. And again, you can't tackle him up high. You have to get him down low. But you see those little steps he takes? He never takes long strides. He never gets where you can knock him off. He always has just little steps. Here, Myers sets up one guy and then goes and blocks the second guy.
2nd and 2. Hand off to Heath Sherman. That'll be an Eagle first down. Andre Collins came up to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a pretty good combination of Heath Sherman, you know, going one way, and then Herschel Walker, and having both of those guys, and then Myers as a tight end, and they can get some things going on you. And like I said, Randall Cunningham has yet to run, has yet to do any of those things, but he's always the biggest threat anytime you play this Eagle offense.
And before it's over, he will. Calvin Williams, the move man this time. And the throw is to Barnett. Barnett for a gain of 6. Darrell Green, the defender.
You know, if you look, you know, we're talking about Heath Sherman and Herschel Walker in the backfield. Since they've done that, the Eagles have really rushed for more games. You look, in their first 10 games, they averaged 139 yards. In their last 4 games, that would be the games that Heath Sherman is starting in the backfield with Herschel Walker. They've averaged 161 yards.
Which is pretty good.
I've always said that's the best friend of a quarterback. You give that to a Randall Cunningham and you have something.
Here's Cunningham out of the pocket, and he's going to take off. Cunningham out of bounds in Redskin territory at their 39. Baldinger with a good block, and Cunningham picked up 24 yards.
And you heard them all yell bootleg. That's what it is. Bootleg is any time the backs are going to go one way. See, now if we stop it here, we see both backs have gone that way. Cunningham is going to fake keep it and bring it out this way. Now this is an option runner pass. He can throw the ball or he can run it. He has 2 guards out there in front of him. That one looked like run all the way. See big Brian Baldinger, the starting left guard, he was out there making a hit in the open field, and at that point Randall Cunningham had to run because his linemen were downfield.
To the Redskin 27, a gain of 13, stopped by Edwards.
Now they have things going. They got their mixture. They got their running game going. You see Keith Byers started in motion, and then he stopped and came back and led to the other side and made a good lead block on Wilbur Marshall. That was an interesting play. Byers in motion, stop, come back, and lead to the side that he left from.
Byers weighs about 255, 260, and he can put a hurt on you. 1st and 10. Sherman gets the carry, gets to the outside, or tries to, tripped up for just minimal yardage.
You know, they tried to do the same thing, and he tried to come back on Shane Collins. What? He'll stop, now he'll stop, and he'll turn and go back. He hits 91 there. He doesn't get much movement. Shane Collins, the rookie second-round draft choice, won that one.
Collins got a little lower than Byers did.
Yeah, in fact, Collins knocked him into a position that you usually don't see a football player get in.
Start telling bedtime stories. Heath Sherman singing
Silent Night.
Yeah. Cunningham appears to be changing things. Going deep. Williams. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He had to come back. They made an outstanding catch.
don't throw that pass. You say, if it's intercepted, you're going to say he shouldn't have thrown it. It's double coverage. You don't throw into double coverage. Look, they got double coverage side by side, everything there. Throws it a little short. Calvin Williams comes up with it.
Ruzick for the extra point. And the Eagles retake the lead by a point now, 14-13. Touchdown Williams. This is everything you could expect.
The John Hancock Bowl, the Blockbuster Bowl, the bowl battles on CBS.
Not only is this Honda Accord designed to improve airflow, but cash flow as well. Introducing the Accord Lease Program. See your nearest dealer for details.
The Norelco razor hugs every contour, every curve, for a shave incredibly close and comfortable. It's the one with floating heads. For the perfect shave that makes the perfect gift, Norelco. We make close comfortable.
When it comes to camcorders, always ask the right questions. Like who delivers the finest picture and sound? Who lets you record 5 times longer than VHS-C? Who has all the answers? Without question, Handycam from Sony.
Come on, let me show you where it's at. Ooh, come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Miller Lite, I like it like that.
When you're calling for great taste and a less filling beer, one beer's made to order. Miller Lite. It's everything you want a beer to be.
Ooh, I like it like that. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Ooh, come on.
14-13. The Eagles lead the Redskins. Pat Summerall here with John Madden. 10:45 left to play in the third quarter. Ruzick set to kick off. Back deep, Brian Mitchell. Short. Desmond Howard. To the 27.
Yeah, Pat, if we look at that touchdown again and we watch Calvin Williams here, you'll see a couple things that shouldn't have happened. He almost dropped the ball. Look, if we see it here, it's in his hand. Here's the ball here, dropping down, but it doesn't hit the ground. Calvin Williams comes up with it, boom, and then gets it before it hits the ground. So we say Randall Cunningham probably shouldn't have thrown it. He threw into double coverage. Calvin Williams dropped it once and still made a heck of a recovery.
And probably shouldn't have caught it.
there's about 3 shouldn't have happens happen.
Outside to Clark. Hit immediately by William Thomas. A gain of 6.
I think Mark Rippon had one of his better first halves. You see, again, most of his passes are going to be short. 8 for 12 under 10 yards. 3 for 3 between 10 to 20. Then, of course, that one between 30 and 40. He hit that one for the touchdown to Ricky Sanders when Eric Allen blew the coverage.
That was his longest of the year. That's the book on Rippon. And that's a good book. That's Biner. Ernest Biner, short of the first down, got 3 yards. Stopped by Andy Harmon.
Mark Schlereth got a good movement over there on Mike Pitts. They were running right in behind Schlereth, their big right guard. He got a good block. He got good movement. It gave him a little soft spot, but not enough to get a first down.
3rd and 2. About 1.5, really. Monk split wide left. Middleton is the tight end. And this is Sanders coming this way. Rippon read the blitz and got it out to Sanders.
And he had to. That's what you call a hot receiver. You watch